Hey guys, it's Chance here with TJ. Now TJ, you want to tell the people what you're playing today?
I am playing Ovessa Star.
Ah yeah, we saw TJ last time with Ovessa Star. Now, as you know with Ovessa Star, your main point's going to be...
Well, the star.
Exactly. It's going to do in your heavy lifting most of the time?
Yep.
Yeah, so what do you really expect out of Justin this game? What are you really going to have to worry about from him?
I mean, I'm not too sure. I haven't played a lot of Spider Stars, but what it seems like is he's going to probably pick the alternate version of the mission. So that's going to be tough. He's got a lot more units that can throw out damage and kill like my little units.
Yeah.
So he's going to rack up the alternate kill points a lot easier than I am.
Kill points, yeah.
But I mean, I should be able to just tear into his army too, so I'll be able to win that. It's probably going to go down to secondaries, honestly.
It's one of those things where you're preparing for something sort of like an attrition battle throughout the entire thing?
Sort of. I mean, he's got vastly more models than I do. He's got all the flyers, so it's a little harder to hit him. But like, I'm going to need the Sky Rays to do work, and I'm going to need the Ovessa Star to pretty much just tear down flyers.
So the idea is that you're saying you have to get much better economy out of your models in this
right.
entire thing. Because you don't have to worry about objectives. We're playing a kill points-based mission for one of the first times in the battle reports here. Is there any other thing that you could see out of him? I know you really haven't played Spider-Span that much.
Right.
But are you going to look to just shoot? Or are you looking to stay out of combat? That sort of thing?
Well, I am looking to shoot everything.
Everything into.
Yeah. Combat's not too big of a deal. I mean, there's the spiders, but they're just like 3 attack, strength 6 models. Essentially 3 Necron Lords, though, so those could be an issue in combat. But I have enough range. I should be able to stay away from them.
Sounds good. We'll see how it works out when you get out there. And our second player is Justin Cook. Justin, you want to tell the people what you're playing today?
I am playing Spider Star, Necrons. It's Chaos Allies, with, and then the main army has Xandric, Oberon, Necron Overlord, and then unit is 3 Spiders, and a bunch of guys in Nightsides, a bunch of Cryptex, and a Helldrake.
What do you think is going to be doing your heavy lifting for you today? Is it really going to be the Spider Star, or is the Flyers?
No, the Spider Star is a big trap. So the Spider Star is going to literally hide in the corner and be bait, and hopefully never die. The plan is it never dies. And then the Flyers actually go and do some stuff. It's not like full Cron Air 9 Flyers. It's 4 Flyers and a Helldrake. So, but I'm going to be tactical about it. Snipe troops. Snipe Sky Rays. I'm going to hopefully snipe the Sky Rays because they're pretty bad. And yeah, go from there.
Yeah. Are the Skyers the thing you're worried about the most out of TJ's army? Because I mean, most people seem to tunnel on the Ovessa Star.
Yeah, I'm going to try to snipe those early. So I mean, being one of the more experienced Tau players in this edition, Sky Rays are ridiculous, and they amplify the ability of the Tau army to kill everything else so much because of marker lights. So they're going to die right away. Like, as soon as I can kill those things, I'm going to kill those things. So, and especially if it's kill points.
Yeah, definitely.
They're pretty easy kill points, actually, for my army.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's see how you do out there on the battlefield.
All right, cool.
Hey guys, it's Chance here.
And Jesse.
And we're bringing you a kill points mission today. I'm pretty excited about this one. Now we see TJ bringing down... What is that over there, Jesse?
That would be what has been dubbed the Ovessa Star.
The Ovessa Star. Now we saw TJ with it before.
I wouldn't quite call what he does with it.
Well, it wasn't on the table.
Yeah, it disappeared.
But we saw it
after
before.
We saw it deployed, and then turn 1 happened, and I don't know what happened. It just magically undeployed itself.
I blacked out. That happens from time to time. But, yeah, we have Ovessa Star here, and we have Justin with a pretty spicy brew.
It's not too spicy. He is playing Spider Star, something that Mr. Ben Moley has been playing heavily, and Justin's kind of trying to adapt it to his own liking.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a Helldrake in there, he's got the Necron Flyers, things like that. Bunch of guys, a lot of little troop units.
Yeah, so they're going ahead, they're playing mission catalog missions, and Justin went ahead and he took the modified kill points. It's going to hurt the Death Star a little bit because only 1 unit can get a kill point per turn. Yeah. As far as that goes, it's a comparative mission, so you compare it.
And we're playing 2 Death Star armies here, so it's kind of one of those things to where both sides get to choose, but one of these sides definitely leans harder on their star than the other.
I'm kind of going to say we're playing a Death Star and a Death Star Light.
Okay.
So
we can debate what the Death Star meaning is. Or
yeah,
or whatever.
but let me put it this way: you got a Ovessa Star. who does all the heavy lifting. You got Spider Star, who can do some lifting.
And TJ did take the regular kill points on this
Correct.
mission, and they are compared at the end, so it's something that we're gonna have to take a look at.
Exactly. Now Justin has a lot of Night's Ice, a lot of little individual guys. There's Sky Rays on the board. Those individual guys with all those haywire attacks, they're going to be real easy to rack up some kill points. So he's able to spread his kill points out. Whereas the easiest way to do this mission is when you achieve a kill point, put a token next to the unit. The thing is, if the token is next to the unit, you can achieve a kill point with modified kill points. It still racks up for regular kill points, but doesn't work for modified. With the Ovessa Star, it doesn't carry over to independent characters, and you already have a burst sight in there. So once you kill something, regardless of what kills it, that burst sight gets that token.
And we see here, Justin actually deployed pretty much just on that back corner, while TJ really just runs the entire star and all the tides directly at it.
Yeah, so Justin hid behind his Bastion to limit the turn 1 Alpha Strike. Got Nkahira into the Bastion, and then teleported Oberon in the unit within 6 inches of the Bastion, so it didn't scatter completely behind the line of sight blocking wall to kind of limit the fire. So the only thing that's really going to be laying into them is going to be smart missiles and the reserves. So the reserves come in between Kroot, smart missiles, a flamer suit that deep strikes dangerous close and doesn't scatter. He puts 2 wounds on both his Overlord, Oberon, and loses the entire Warrior Squad, giving up first blood.
Now here we're going to see Justin's reserve rolls on turn 2 really bail him out of a whole bunch of the pressure.
Exactly. So he gave up first blood, and there's escalated secondaries. First blood was one of TJ's. However,
And it's also important to note TJ did not take Linebreaker in his secondaries.
he did not. But it is important to note that, remember, Justin took modified kill points, so he's going to get a kill point every time one of his units kills a unit. TJ took regular kill points, but look at this Alpha Strike. TJ was able to achieve 1 kill point, whereas Justin's going to fly his Helldrake on Vector Strike. He's able to unleash 2 Sky Rays or 2 Night Scythes into 1 Sky Ray. That other Night Scythe has a unit of Cryptek Warriors in there. You know, he has the characters that charge those crew. TJ kind of all in on that first blood, and kind of put himself in a really precarious position.
It might be one of those things where TJ saw glory in front of his eyes, and he's like, I can take him out, and then whatever comes in out of reserves, I can just turn and fire on.
Exactly.
The problem is he's literally getting turned and fired on by Justin.
Well put. I mean, so one of the big things is you have haywire attacks. Biggest play mistake TJ made this whole game was you saw him move his Sky Rays forward. I don't know why he did that, because haywire attacks, if you move over, I think it's 24 inches to get out, they have to snap fire. So now you're not losing a Sky Ray. Instead, just this happens. The haywire attacks get out, and they shoot their haywire guns, and they wreck a Sky Ray. Then they shoot their haywire guns, and they wreck a Sky Ray.
And we talked to Justin, and Justin placed a ton of importance on the Sky Rays in this matchup, and I just don't know if TJ really thought that they were going to do the heavy lifting. He might have just got tunneled on the Riptides.
Exactly. So with them doing a lot of the heavy lifting, the Sky Rays themselves,
And now
because
you
they're
can see-
going to be able to kill a Night Scythe a turn with their rockets, you know, and they can easily expend like 3 to 4 rockets to kind of do the job. They're also a threat with SMS. They have Skyfire. They have Skyfire marker lights.
And if he gets rid of the Sky Rays, that's just less units he has to score modified kill points. Mm-hmm. So it's not like TJ's only worried about traditionals. He has to be worried about modified as well, or else he'll lose on aggregate.
Exactly. So right now, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Right now, he has to rely on his troops to get kill points, because his Ovessa Star is capable of getting a kill point with the burst tide attached to it.
Yeah.
Now, if played properly, one nice thing you could do with the Ovessa Star is you could switch out the burst tide, switch in an ion tide, switch out an ion tide, switch in the ion tide. And so you can get your Riptides, who are normally relegated to kind of a support role, you can get them that modified kill point, because you have to play that even though you have regular kill points. If you win 9 regular kill points to 5, but he wins 5 to 1.
Yeah, there you go. So it's pretty much a wash at that point. I mean, you thought you had a gigantic win, but it turns out you really didn't.
Exactly.
So you can see that the Spiders came in on that bottom right corner and took out a bunch of crew.
Yeah. So between the Spiders and their
The character unit.
Yeah, the characters.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do the crude up. I mean, Justin loses a couple warriors to these suits, but now these suits are also in harm's way. So he's already got a modified kill points on some of his Necron units. He's basically able to just hunt single crisis suits with the flyers. And you roll really well, they're going to drop. Like he's basically put himself in a position where he can ignore for the game. He can effectively ignore the Death Star.
Yeah.
TJ also makes a play mistake right here. TJ called Tank Hunter on his burst tide because he wanted to kill the Helldrake. Above all else, he went, "Oh crap! I lost my Sky Rays. I have to kill the Helldrake."
It's a decent idea if he wants to take down the Helldrake, but the problem is
he's really close to that Spider Star, which now has its characters attached. So
powered up.
I'm a huge fan of if there is something on the table that's within my stars range, and I don't need to call Tank Hunter or Monster Hunter to kill it. Stubborn, exactly. And if there is something within an easy charge range, or even a remote charge range, I'm sorry, I'm relying on 1,000-point unit. I'm going to call Stubborn in case you get lucky and you roll a 12-inch charge through terrain with trip boxcars. I'm not going to risk fouling a wound, getting caught, and sweeping.
Well, that's something that we always talk about. You mitigate variance. If you're going to play to something, make sure that you really can't give your opponent the option to want to charge you into combat.
Exactly.
And that's something we're going to see is first of all, right there, the cultists taking out a suit by themselves.
Yeah, they take out the suit with shooting.
Yeah.
And the poor sorcerer never got to just cut it down. So TJ actually fails that combat, breaks. Luckily, Farsight is I5. He rolled a 6. He couldn't get caught. However, you now are giving up an entire turn of your star doing anything because you failed to call Stubborn.
Yeah, it's something that we can learn at. I mean, you guys try to assess a lot of options. I know you guys don't really see it during the game because we cut it down for the battle report, but Justin takes so long. And Justin's a great player. He takes so long in his movement phase because he's literally thinking of every single possible thing. It's like playing chess. You're not only thinking about your moves, you're thinking about the possible moves from your opponent, and you have to think 2 turns ahead.
And, I mean, Justin and myself were pretty much the first 2 guys to really jump onto the scene with the Ovessa Star. And we've played the most games with them. However, it's a hard list, even knowing how to play against. I mean, technically, he's actually playing against Justin's army, minus the crisis suits. All those riptides and everything, that's actually all Justin's models.
Yeah.
I don't know why TJ just forgot his at home, so we had to rush and use Justin's, but still.
But we like to get stuff on the table for you guys.
Correcto mundo.
That's pretty good. So if you're TJ at this point, you know you're losing on the modified kill points, even if you're doing alright on traditional. So you're sitting here and you pretty much lose an entire turn of combat with your Death Star. Like, they get to Snapfire, they get to Consolidate, that's pretty much it. So Justin, the entire time during your turn, gets to plan out what he gets to do.
Yeah, and he's trying to utilize that mobility that he now has a huge advantage over. That Death Star sat still for an entire turn. The spiders are free. He's going to be able to teleport the spiders. You see him making his movements here to get the units that already have the modified kill points, have already achieved them, to get them with their shots on target. There's actually a white 3-man crisis suit unit underneath that Sky Shield Ruin.
And there's 2 other individual suits in the top left Ruin as well, hiding out.
Yep. So basically what he's doing is he's saying, okay, I'm going to shoot you with this. I'll shoot you with this. I'll put some wounds here. I'll finish you off with this squad.
And then grab that modified kill point, use it toward the thing.
And because the only thing that really has the killing power to fight back, because he lost both those Sky Rays, so he can't bump up the ballistic skill of his other Ion Tides, and that Star already has its token. He's basically saying, okay, I will let you kill this 5-man warrior squad or this Night Scythe that I put in a precarious spot to get this particular kill point, because that is effectively a 2-for-1 trade. He's getting 1 modified kill point and 1 kill point, whereas TJ is only getting the 1 kill point because the kill point is coming from the Death Star.
And he's putting TJ in the spot where he really can't make good decisions. I mean, it's not like if he puts a warrior squad right in front of the Tides, TJ's going to go, well, I could get traditional kill points if I kill him, but I'm not going to get modified ones, so I guess I'll just leave them there. Like, you have to get them off the table. You have to do something.
I mean, you're kind of just hoping something goes your way. You get some lucky shots here and there. I mean, the cultists there, they're vulnerable, and on top of that, they're vulnerable to a Riptide. Riptide can easily clean it up. you're really struggling here. I mean, he's trying to play from behind. He's not doing a really good job about it though, because he's not playing to his mission. I mean, it's very important to play to your mission, and he's not.
This might be one of those things where TJ goes, as soon as the Skyrays get blown up, and goes, well, I guess I can't get any more modified kill points at this point, and he just tries to lay into everything with the Star, at which point he moves the Star over to the Spider Star, tunnels on that, forgets to call the Stubborn during the shooting, yada yada, ends up losing an entire turn because of it. You never want to spot your opponent any advantage, let alone an entire turn to plan it out.
Mm-hmm. So if he didn't get locked there, he would have had his heavy burst cannon, which should have been able to kill a Sky or whatchamacallit on its own. Switch in the Ion Tide, which he's never done. Switch in the Ion Tide with target lock, and hopefully
grab that kill point.
Hopefully between the Star and the Ion Tide, you can target lock and hopefully kill another Night Scythe, if not two. And now you've just come down and you've brutalized, this kill point total. So you're getting 1 from the heavy burst side that switches out. As long as you didn't break that, 1 from the heavy burst side. Hopefully 2 from the tides in the Star, plus another modified kill point. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
And you still have the heavy burst cannon to just kind of pick on things. So then next turn you swap into other tide, and hopefully you do it again. Even if you shoot the entire Star into 1, you're just getting the modified kill points plus kill points and stopping what's shooting you. He failed to be able to do that.
And it's one of those things, if you're from behind, sometimes you have to play to win, not just to not lose nearly as bad.
Exactly. I mean, there's no better way to put it, period. I mean, it comes down to Justin gets guys out here coming up so that he can, just put fire on things. And TJ's going, I guess I'll kill them.
Yeah. Now you see Justin, he's doing exactly what he wants to do at this point. He's pressuring TJ. He's using the fact that he physically has more units and the ability to get more actual modified kill points, and traditional as well. He's just pressing it against TJ. So he's bringing guys out. He's chasing down single crisis suits because Justin can afford to do that. Whereas TJ's playing from behind. He's playing with a sense of urgency, that sort of thing. TJ's got to make every single move count for even more. If he's not getting a kill point with a unit during that unit's activation, pretty much, completely, it sets him back that much farther. Where Justin can go, well, I have this Spider Star at the top left of the table. It's going to sit here, and it's going to make sure you can't move here. It's going to press its footprint over that entire table edge. So these suits, which aren't amazingly durable by any stretch of the imagination, just kind of get plinked off, or they get into combat with something and then somehow break. That sort of thing.
And every time TJ loses a suit, even though he's able to mop up that 5-man warrior squad, it's just that. It's a 2-for-1 exchange. And if you're ever getting 2-for-1, no matter what game you play, you could play any game out there. If your opponent is 2-for-1ing you, you're going to have a bad time. If
I decided I'm going to give you $2 and I get back $1 from you, it's probably not wise investing. I'm bad with money, but I think that's probably something that I wouldn't want to do.
I don't know. We might have to check. Okay. We'll ask the community to be sure on that one.
Okay.
Because this might be an investment.
After the game.
So Farsight charges the unit of warriors.
So TJ's going to go, yeah, I'm going to get a kill.
Or I'm just going to challenge and kill the...
I dinked a guy.
Yeah.
Actually, the actual thing was, when that combat happened, Justin went, all right, well, I'll challenge. And TJ goes, yeah, I knew you'd say that. So instead of Justin deciding, well, if he gets the kill point, I'll still probably win anyway. Nope, challenge. You're not going to get this kill point.
You're going to kill 1 Cryptek. I'll be leadership 9, and I'll take my chances.
We're just going to hang out. Hopefully the game doesn't go too much longer.
Yeah, so on turn 6 here, it's kind of just clean up. There's, basically Justin sets himself up in case the game continues. But, he's pretty much in a spot where the only thing that's going to happen this turn is the Farsight combat. And Farsight's not really going to kill anything in this combat. He just epically whiffs. It's all 1s and 2s. No dead warriors.
It's all over but the crying.
It's the best way to put it.